Another day, another love movie. I mean, technically it's the same day, but you're just getting two movie recommendations because apparently I can't count, and I need to make two movie recommendations today, and potentially another day. But the recommendation I have for today is He's Just Not That Into You. Now, this one has a bit of a few love stories revolved around it, which is why I kind of like it. You get like a few different perspectives of love. But the two that I'm going to concentrate on is Justin Long's love story with Jennifer Goodwin and Jennifer Aniston's love story with Ben Affleck. So, firstly, Justin Long and Jennifer Goodwin, or Gigi as her character is called, there's something about that like really resonated with me, specifically the part where it's like the fight that their characters have, where she thinks now, after he's given her all the coaching, that like what not to fall for a guy and don't overthink things, and like all the trips tricks and tips he's given her after watching her fumble and this thing, she ends up assuming he likes her, and like he then just like blows up at her a little bit and is just like, you didn't listen to anything I said. These are like, you're making the same mistakes over and over again. And he definitely loses his frustration out on her. It's very hard to see, and you get a little bit of secondhand embarrassment watching that. But I am so proud of her rebuttal where she's like, yeah, I may be embarrassing, I may do all these mistakes, but I know that I'm closer to finding love than you are, because I'm willing to be vulnerable, I'm willing to be open. So, and then she like basically walks out the door, and I remember still, like when I first watched it, how like it hit me in like the heart that like, yeah, you can be cool and suave and play all the mind games, but like to be in a relationship you have to be a little vulnerable. And then again, they have the great conversation by the door where after she's had that great date with the guy that Justin Long's character has been trying to set her up with, he shows up at the door and he's like, I'm in love with you, and yeah, I said all these rules, but like and that you're not the exception, but you're my exception. And it's just romantic. It's very cute. The other love story that I want to talk about is Jennifer Aniston's with Ben Affleck, and that one is beautiful in the sense that uh, they have a very strong relationship, but she's always wanted to be married, and he does not believe in marriage. He doesn't want to marry her. Not that he doesn't love her, but he just doesn't believe in marriage. So after like getting influenced by Gigi's character and her discussions with Justin Long's character, she dumps him. She dumps her very long term boyfriend because she wants to get married. And she's tired of like going to family gatherings and getting like backhanded snarky remarks from her like relatives that she's still unmarried. Except, I believe it's her father, gets very sick. And then she just watches as the world crumbles around her, and her sisters aren't very helpful, and their husbands are more unhelpful. Like they're literally just sitting and watching TV, and she is struggling to hold it in altogether. And she sees, who does she see in the kitchen? She sees her ex-boyfriend washing some dishes, and like then when he turns to look at her, he lists out all the things he like helped her, all the little things that she needed help on, and like in that moment you can see like that her realization is, yeah, he may not have wanted to marry me, but he was a husband and a partner more than like my sister's husbands ever were to them. And that is so much more important. So she's willing to like get back together with him if he'll have her, and like without the marriage thing. But he chooses to propose because like he understands how important this is to her. To be honest, like if they had kept it like with like her, what like he proposes but she's like, no, I actually don't need marriage to know that you are my partner for life, I think that would have been more powerful for that message of like it's not necessarily the paper or the certificate that makes you a married couple, it's like how your interactions are with each other. So for me personally that would have just hit a little bit more, but that's just me being picky. I think it's also very sweet that he like sacrifices that sort of belief because she is more valuable. So it's both okay. But again, if you have if you're still struggling to figure out what to get for your Valentine, maybe just do what Ben Affleck's character did. and take care of her. Like, do the dishes. That, and you don't even know how helpful that could be for her. Just doing these sort of chores that will help around the house, will help her put her mind at ease, will give her a sense of peace. Definitely underrated. I mean, you can tie it up all in like kind of like a cute little like IOU, like dishwashing duty, IOU, laundry duty. Like that could be really cute too, so she can cash it in whenever she's actually exhausted. But yeah, it's definitely underrated. The little things that go a long way to help a relationship stay solid. Other than that, let me know how you like the movie recommendation. If you've watched it, if you are new to watching it, or you're rewatching it, or if you have any other movie recommendations, let me know. Otherwise, thank you for watching.